Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got it. 44's the mic, 44's mic. Check, check.
To throw is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Move, move. Check 49, check 49. Check 15, check 15.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it. Check 99. Check
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
King now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and out.
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Come on. Push him back. Push him back. Check.
A run for Nick Chubb. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
The tackle made by Miles Jack.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Switch. Kill.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Focus, defense, focus. Big ass. Joker. Sponge, Will. No. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. You gonna see me?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get second.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Operating from the gun, King gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, let's get in them holes. 44. Mike, 44. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hustle. Let it go.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog. Check 13. Hey, motion. Check. Shift.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You think you won't get this? Mike's 54. Here we go, D. Right there. 54, right there.
Back to throw. King. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Flare. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him. It's free. Check.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now King to throw on third down. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
On the ground with a tight end. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check 24. Kill.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now Jackson that escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Greystone travel. Check nine. Here we go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Mark 54. Watch the slant.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. This is brought in by Gibson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 16, Broncos nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Nice, sweetheart. 81.
To throw again, Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Jackson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check your hot read. Kill. 66. Bullet. Half. Check. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Squeeze. Check. Go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. This is Grant. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go one more. Shoot!
A first throw for the backup Foles. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back. Echo.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Stay with your man. Slam.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. King, off play action. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They still can't get him. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They go with Chubb on second down. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run it again with Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
It's 3rd and 7.
On third down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Taywan Taylor, 47 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Switch. Undercut.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. He's still barreling through. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, 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 check. Hurry.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Broncos on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third and 10. Jackson now, operating from the gun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now Jackson on first down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Right here. We got right coming. Watch out. Here it comes. Rush in. Whip. Watch the whip. Check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. 80 weapon. Short. Check. 53's mine. Check. 50.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Fresno. Watch the eye. Watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Now it's Jackson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score.
44 to Mike. Check. Defense wins championships, baby. 44. Mike, 44.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here's McCaffrey. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
A
handoff, McCaffrey running right. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got a man open in Sutton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner.